to you. I am Dr. Oloyede High of the Department of Statistics, University of Ilorin. My email address is Royalinks consult at gmail.com. That is my email address. Now, what I want to do this morning is to present to you introduction to R programming. R is a statistical software which has revolutionized the whole statistical computing environment. To start with, we have to look at S. In the last 3 decades, S was popular as an outstanding software which was developed by John Chambers. John Chambers, who wrote S, was presented an outstanding award in 1998 by an association for computing machinery. S was widely accepted as the enduring system software, though S was excellent but unaffordable for the common researcher because it was just too costly. As a result of that, Roche Hacker and Robert Gentleman at the Department of Statistics, University of Auckland, New Zealand, wrote R. So the two of them, they just went ahead to write R and accepted code from different academics all over the world. There are too numerous to mention people that contributed tremendously to the success of R. And since 1997, a core group had been inaugurated that has the right to access the source of R. R is flexible and free, thus enable researchers to develop their own packages and make available to other users or use by themselves alone. To be surprised, John Chambers, who wrote S, equally joined the crew of R core. So now, once we have had little idea about R, to start with, if you want to install R, the first thing that we need to do is to go to the website http://crown.r. Then we now have this IV project.org. So when you type this thing on the URL, so the next thing is for you to download R. You get R, and you choose a particular server that is very close to you, then you download R. So when you download R, to install it, just double click the setup. Probably if you download it on your desktop, double click it and follow the routine, so you'll be able to. It is very easy to install, and there are different versions. Every month they develop a new version of R, and there are many packages that are meant for specific problems, so of which you can download. And if you don't want to go through this website, if you just type R on Google, so you see a lot of websites will come out, and you see the Crown website, of which you click, and you just go to the website and download. So after that, prior to the running of R, there are some certain things that we need to do. So the first thing to do, as a first user, you need to create a folder of which you be your directory. So you need to create folder, and if you look at it, if you this where I'm clicking now is the console, and this place is the R script. So the console, what you see on the console, if you want to clean it, I will use a Control L. I'll just press Ctrl and press A. That's how. I may go to edit and click clear console. So now if I want to know the directory with which I am now, I'll just type get wd. I'll just type get wd, that is get working directory. If I just type it on the console and press enter, you can see that whatever I do and I save at this moment, it will go into this C /user/oloyede/document. So I can create my own folder. I can put my folder on the desktop and I can put it inside another drive. So if I want to access that folder, so I will just click file and I click change directory. Then I will look for where that folder is. If I can get the folder, so and I click it, so it means my working directory will have been changed to that particular folder. Assuming I have a folder now and I name it learning hub and I put it on the desktop, so I will just click file and I will click a change directory. Then I will locate that file, click on it. After clicking on it, so my working directory must have been changed to that. Now the next is for us to open a new script, just like the new script that I've had now. So I will just click file, click new script. So once I do that, the new script will appear like this. So if I now save the new file, it will go into my working directory. So now if I want to start writing my code, so what are the first thing that I will do? Let me clean this one first. Now let me clean this one. So the first thing that I will do is to type hash. So hash is just another language with which how will not read when you are running the program, so that whatever you write, whatever information that you write there, how will not read it. So I can just say this is my first time. This is my first time of learning how. So with that, if I run it, so the how will not have anything to do with that. So after that one, now I want you to understand that there are some information or there are some data that are already on how. If for instance, now if I type y on the console, so if I type y, you can see that there are data there. So if I type z, let's see, you can see that there's no data there. If I type x, let's see, you can see there are data. So the best thing for me now is to remove that data there. I will now type rm list equal ls. Then I will now open bracket, close bracket, and close bracket. We have two starting bracket and we have two closing bracket. So if I now highlight this one now and I run it and I just type Ctrl R to run it, I've run it. If I type that y again, I won't get that. You can see now, if I type the x again, I won't get it. So and I want to clean this console, I will just type Ctrl L. That's clean from. So but whichever program you want to write, in order to clear what is already on how, it's better for you to write this code. It's better for you to write this code so that the how will not use it for your variable or for your data. So the next thing that you want to do now is to enter data. The next thing for us to do is to enter data. So for instance, now assuming we want to enter data like variable y, so we can use this sign, can use this sign, or we use equal to. So then we need to use a c, which is a concatenate. So we need to use it. So and I just write, maybe I'm inputting 12 6 8 9 6. So then I'll put bracket. So I've entered that data now, and the how can equally do most of the normal thing that we are doing. For instance, now if I can add value on my console, I can just say 5 plus 8, press enter. I can just say 9 minus 5, just like a calculator. I can just say, I can press enter. I can have log 35. I can just have log 35. You can see now it gives me straight away. So I can just say 15 divided by 2. So 15 divided by 2, R will give you 2. So even like a complex number, I can have the complex number like 5.2 minus 7R. You can see, press enter, you know that you are able to read the complex number. So assuming that complex number, and I want to have the real part. I want to have the real part, and I say t is equal to 5.2 minus 7I. So it means and I want the real part of that. I just type RE and I bracket t. Bracket t, because the real part is 5.2. Now if I want the modulus of it, I can just type MOD and I have my t. You can see the modulus of it. If I want the imaginary part of this complex number, I'll just type capital I and small m, capital I and small m. Then I'll put my t. You can see that's the imaginary part. If I want the argument part of it, I just type ARG. Then I have bracket t. Press it. You can see it's very simple. Now assuming I want a random figure. So I have a value like 5.7. So I can just say if I use floor FWR bracket 5.7. So if I have it like this, press enter. You can see now. If I have I can use the word ceiling. I can use the word ceiling. So and I just bracket 5.7. So when you see it like this, you can see that is ceiling. So I rounded it up and I rounded it down. So if I can truncate, So if I want to truncate, I'll just TRUNC 5.7. So if I do like this, you can see now. So you are truncating it towards 0. Actually, I want to do the significant figures. So I can just say SIGNIF. So you now see now. I will not tell you. So now I have 7. I now say 7 5 3 2 1. So whether I will use a small letter or capital letter, you will see now. So 73. Okay, you can see now. So if I use capital letters to start with, I will make it get it wrong. So you must say 3 significant. So 3 significant figure there. Now the next thing that I want to do is the integer quotient and the modulus. Integer quotient and the modulus. So if I have a number like 119 and I want the integer quotient for 119, so I'll just say 119. Then I will use the percentage. Then I will use hash, and I will use a percentage again. So use percentage again. Then I will not assuming the integer quotient, I want it up to for 13. So you can see what it gives me. So if it is modulus, there will not be slash there. So 119, the double percentage 13 of a modulus 13. You can see now. The next thing that I want us to do is to look at the integer, whether the data is a integer or not. If I have the x equal c bracket 3, 8, 9, 6, 5, then we close bracket. So after that, then I want to know whether it is a numeric or not. So for instance, now I'll not say is numeric. I want to know whether it is numeric. X bracket, you can see that it is true, it's numeric, so it's not a factor. If I say if I want to say if it is a factor, it will give me false. If is dot factor bracket x, discover that it to give me false. It's not a factor. It's not a factor variable. It's a numeric variable. So, but I want to compress it into integer. So I want to compress it into integer. Just say x equal as dot integer integer then bracket x. So you can see, I can use another variable name instead of using x. I can use t, I can use j. So now, I've coerced it to be an integer. So I want to know now whether it is an integer or not. Is dot integer. So once I use as, I'm coercing it. But now once I use is, now I want to confirm. So am I hex now? Is it now an integer? So it's now an integer. So but let me see. Let's check our numeric again. Numeric x. So it is still numeric. Now the next thing for us to look at is the factor. Whether you have, because you may want to do analysis of variances where you need a categorical. When you look at the factor, these are categorical variable that contain fixed number of levels, such as a gender with 2 levels. Factors is a categorical variable that contain fixed number of levels, such as a gender. The marital status is a category because it has level. Marital status may contain 5 levels. You may be talking of single, married, divorced, widow, and separated. So that's a 5 level. So now, assuming you want to enter that gender now, so now I can just write gender. So I'm writing on the script now, and my gender equal to, then I have my c, then I will bracket. That bracket there, I want to, for me to write a categorical variable, so I have to use a inverted comma. So male with another inverted comma. Now I want it to have a 2 levels. So we have a 2. Now I want to write another male. I'm writing another male. Then I want to write females now. I'm writing female. I want to write male now. I want to write male. I want to write female. Now. Female. I want to write female. I'm writing female. I want to write male again. Write male. So you can see now. If I now run gender, with my control R, you can see now. So if I type gender on the console, gender, I type gender on the console, you can see now. Now for this one, now I want to know the class with which my variable is. Now I can just take class. Now write gender. You can see, so it is character. So it is character. It's not numeric. So if you look at my hex, I just say class x. You can see it is integer. So this gender is character. Now I want to know the mode. Between gender, to know the mode. You can see it is character. The mode is character. So I want to know the levels. Let me know the levels. So okay, before I know, so I want to know whether it is a factors or not. Let me confirm if it is a factor. If it is a factor, and now I have gender. You can see it's a fact. So okay, say it's factor. It say it's not factor, but I want it to be factor. It's a factor. For me to have a factor, so I have to coerce it to be factor. Let me just say as dot factor, gender. So now can you see now? So so if you are not say, is it a factor? Is it a factor? A factor. gender. So it's not a factor again. Okay, let's go, but it has told us that it's a factor. So now let us now look at the levels. Levels. Let us look at the levels. Level is a gender. So because it has already claimed that it's not a factors, that is why the level is a first. So let me now say as dot factor. As dot factors, that's a gender. Okay, no, let us now look at, because they already given us that levels, gender. So no, so definitely let us look in any levels, gender, can see. So any level, so there's a problem with that thing. So we'll look at it later. So now let us now look at convert factors into number. So convert factors into number. Now say as dot vectors on class gender. So you can see now. So now let us now look at it now. Let us see if we are able to convert it to numeric. So let us now see our gender is dot numeric, and gender. So it's first. So now the next thing is for us to generate sequence. So if we want to generate sequence, we can just say 0 to 12. You can see now we are generating sequence. Now we can use sequence. I can just say seq bracket. We have the starting value. My starting value is 0.1 up to 0.99, but I want it to be 0.1, 0.01, 0.11, so then I will now say by, and I can just write 0.001. So which means it will just be adding 0.01 to 0.1 continue until it gets to 0.99. You can see now. So as we want to plot graph, we normally make use of that. Now I can write in another fashion. I can write seq bracket 0.4 by equal 0.01 comma 10. You know, I'm taking it the other way around, so we have to use by. If I don't use by, it will not accept it. The only thing I can do is to write 0.4 comma 10 comma 0.01. So you can see now. So that's sequence. Now the next thing that you want to do is you want to generate repeat values. I can just say rep bracket 7,4 can see now. So it means I'm repeating 7 in 4 places. So another thing is that I want to repeat 1 to 5 2 times. I can just rep it's like a sequence of 1 to 5 in 2 times. So Can you see now? That's 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 in 2 times. So another thing is that I want to repeat 1 2 I want to repeat 1 to 5, but I want 1 to be repeated in 4 times, 2 to be repeated in 3 times, 3 to be repeated in 1 time. So let us look at it in this way. I can just write REP bracket 1 to 5 comma C bracket 4 comma 2 comma 1 comma 4 comma 3. Can see now. Can you see? So you can see, which means I am repeating 1 in 4 times, 2 in 2 times, 3 in 1 time, 4 in 4 times, 5 in 3 times. So the next thing is to now generate factor levels. To generate factor level, so I can now just use GL bracket 5 comma 3. GL is generate factor. You cannot see. So I now say is to generate 5. That is 1 1 1 in 3 places, 2 2 2 in 3 places, 3 3 in 3 places, 4 4 4 in 3 places, and 5 5 in 3. So that's generate factor level. So now another thing is that I can generate factor levels where I will have the labels male and female of 2 levels. So I can just write my gender equal GR, that's generate factor levels. Then and I have 2 comma 5 comma 30 labels. Now you now have 2 comma 5 comma 30. Then I have labels. I have labels equal C bracket male comma female colon. Okay. So I need one more bracket. Very sensitive. So I now type my gender. So you can see now. You can see how it generates it. You can see that we're now having male in 5 places, female in 5 places, male in 5 places. So what happens, because I start with 2, what I'm now telling you is that you should generate it in 5 places 2 times. So you can see now 2 times until you get to 30. So that if you add it together, it will give you 30. So let us now do now is dot factor gender. Can see it's true. So I want to let's look at levels gender. Can see the level is, and we can convert it to numeric by unclass it. Can convert it to numeric by unclass it. You know, if you just say as dot vector on class gender, then we have bracket. Let's see. You can see it has converted it to numeric. Very simple. I want to assume you want it in numeric. It has converted it to numeric. Very simple and straightforward. So now let us look at it in another perspective. So now when you look at the testing and the coercing, you know, all those things that I normally talk of as dot and there is dot. So there are many of it. So you can look at it in this script. So we have the type. Let me just put the hash here. Type and testing and coercing. coercing. You know, when you use the word coercing, it's like you force something. So which means when you look at array, so you want to test, you say is dot array, and when you want to coerce, you use as dot array. If you look at the one character, so you use is dot character. That's character will start with small letter, then you use as dot character to coerce it. When you use complex, is dot complex and as dot complex for coercing. When you use data frame, is dot data frame as dot data frame. When you use double, is double is dot double as dot double. In fact, factor, what a factor? Factor is dot factor and as dot factor to coerce it. Maybe you have a numeric, you want to convert to factor. So when you look at the word list, it's dot list and as dot list. When you look at the logical, is dot logical as dot logical. When you look at matrix, is dot matrix as dot matrix. When you look at numeric, is what? That is dot numeric and as dot numeric. When you look at raw, is dot raw as dot raw. When you now talk of time series, you want to convert to time series, you use as dot ts. You want to confirm whether it is a time series data, it will be is dot ts. You want to look at the vectors, whether it is a vectors or not, so it will be is dot vector. You want to class, just like the one that we did when we class the group levels. So we use as dot vector. Now we want to look at symbols. Now we want to look at the symbols. There are different symbols. Let me highlight and delete this. There are different symbols and there are many. So when you use this symbol, so the symbol, it means logical not. That is the meaning, logical not. So and when you use this and, it means logical hand. That's the meaning. So when you now use this one, let me put it in another line. I use this one. What this means is logical or. That is the meaning. So when you use this one is less than, this one is greater than, and you can have less than or equal to, and you can have greater than or equal to as well. So you can still have equal to. If it is equal to, if it is equal to, you need to have so you have double equal to. So this one is equal to, and not equal to. If you have this, you have this now. You have this. This is not equal to. And another one is and with if. So when you have double percentage, I will double this and now. So it is and with if. It means and with if. It means and with if. And you can still have or with if. So when you have this, one, it means or with if. It means or with if. And then we still have exclusive or. So when you have XOR bracket x comma y, so this means exclusive or. Now the next thing that I want us to look at is the issue of missing values. So for instance, now assuming we enter a variable y equal c bracket 1 comma, so the missing value is NA. We normally denote missing value by NA comma 3 comma 1. So that's a missing value. So if we have that, and we still have we don't want to change that missing value to 0. So we just use is dot na. So it's dot na y bracket, then equal to 0. So let us highlight it and run it and see what it will give us. So if you now type y on the screen now, on the console, look at what you get. You still have this one, so but it's supposed to, so it's okay. Let us now, okay, now we are supposed to get 0. So let us use as dot na, whether it will coerce it for us as dot na y, yes, 0. So say error, could not find the function as dot na. So we are supposed to use is dot na, is dot na y 0, but we still look at it later. Now, but you can see that we make mistake. Let us do it the other way around. Let us do the, let's say y square bracket is dot na y bracket square bracket again 10 to 0. So press enter. Let us type y now. Let's see. Can use that. It has converted it to, okay, so we did it before. That's the beauty of R. That's the beauty of R. If you make mistake, it will show it to you, so you can correct it. And that is why I only prefer to write on the script instead of writing on the console, because we want to write a program probably that is very, so another thing we can still use if else. Let us try if else. Maybe it will work. If else bracket is dot na bracket y close comma 0 comma y. Let's see how many brackets open. Let's see. You can see now. So which means you can still use, is either we use the first one or we use this one. So the other one doesn't work. So now let us look at our, we have y already. Let us now look at the class of our y. Let's say we want to know whether it is a vector or not. Class y is a numeric. It's a numeric. Let us look at the length gth of our y length. So it's 4. So it will count it for you. So let us find the mean of y. The mean of y is 1.25. Let us find the standard deviation of y. So you couldn't find, okay, because I made mistake. Let's see sdy. You can see the standard deviation. So you cannot see that the standard deviation is more or less equal to the mean. So that's equidispersion. We have over dispersion, we have under dispersion, and equidispersion. So now, in entering data into the system, there are many ways you can enter data. Apart from the normal one that I enter using, so another, I can use scan. I can just say my u equals scan. If I use scan, I can just put it this way, press enter. So when I press enter, it is expecting me to now enter. So I can now write 34, press enter. I can write 67, press enter. 9, press enter. 8, press enter. 4, press enter. 12, press enter. 45, press enter. So if I press enter again, so it will accept. So you cannot see, reach 7. So if I now type my u now, you can see now. So let me find the mean of my u, the mean of my u. You can see now. I'll find the variance of my u, Find the variance of my u. You can see the variance now. So you can, instead of entering the other way, you enter through the use of a scan. We accept it for you. So now another thing that we want to look at is the normal element of a vector and the variable. So let me now say we enter a variable, and the variable using concatenate. We have the variables, and maybe the variable is 25 15 4 3 2, 25 15 4 3 2. So this is the variable that I've just entered. So after entering these variables, so let me now name the variables. Let us now name the variables, so that we want to name each of the datum in that variable. We want to give 25, and maybe we are talking on term of age. We say Ade is 25, Kenny is 15, Kola is 4, Yemi is 3, and Taye is 2. So let us now do it this way. So I will now use names. When you want to name a variables, you use names. Now because when you look at our variables name already is A, now put A inside. Now put A inside. So now I want to put equal to. So using the less than and minus is more or less is the same thing as equal to. Then I use the concatenate because I want to give it name. So let me now start using colon, the divided comma, Ade, divided comma, so Ade. That's the first one. So the second one is Kemi. The second one is Kemi. And the third one is Kola. The third one is Kola. And the fourth one is Yemi. The fourth one is Yemi. The fourth one is Yemi. Fourth one is Yemi. And the last is Taye. The last is Taye. So let's press enter and let's see. So let's type A and let's see what will come out of. You can see now it has given its names. So we've named each of the items. So let us say it is the variable itself that I want to name. Let's say names Wole. Names Wole. So it's a null because we've already named each of the items. We already named each of the item. So it will accept it. So now let us look at it in another part, like our u now. Let us if we can change our u. Let's say unknown. So because we want to change our u, we first of all need to unname it. So after unname it, then we now name it. So then we look at that one later. So now we want to look at another set of data. Then we want to look at sort, rank. So let us look at another set of data. Let's say we have our x. I don't know whether we have x on it. So we have x already, yes. Now let us now look at which one is the maximum out of this. Now so you can use the word which. Can you see now? Which x is maximum? Because you need to have a true equal marks. Which x is maximum of x? Which x is maximum of x? Can see? Which x is equal to maximum, and this thing is wrong because you can see which x equal maximum. Okay, let us look at minimum. Which x equal maximum? So which x equal minimum? Which x equal minimum? Okay, I can remember which x equal minimum. So what this thing is trying to say, if you look at it, say which x is maximum, it is the one that is known. That's right. It's talking about the numbers. So the one that is known is maximum, and the first one is the minimum. So that's what it's trying to say, and it's correct. So now let us now sort. We just use SORT x to sort it for us. As it has sorted it for us, it is still 3, 5, 6 now. So 3, 6, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. That's all. Let us now probably want to rank it. You can say rank x. You can see now it has rank it. You can see, very, very simple and straightforward. So we can order it. You can find the range. You can see I can order x. You can find the range. You can find the range. You can find the range. Find the range x. You can find the range. The range is just the difference between the minimum and maximum. So now another thing is that you want to use some if you want to find the frequency, just write table bracket x. That's why we find the frequency for you, because it's just only one. So if we use another one, let us have our remove all what we have on the console or the memory of R. So we just say list equal ls double bracket. And so we have removed it. So let now enter x c bracket 8317 8, 3, 1, 7, 654 6, 5, 4, 654, 3, 3, 5, 5. So when you look at this one now, I can find the frequency. I can just say table bracket x. Just use the word table to give us. You can see what is telling us that 3 appears 4 times, while 5 appears 2 times. So that's frequency. Now with this one, we want to use some function like apply, supply, lapply. So they are different functions and they perform different function. So let us now look at it in this way. Assuming I want to use apply question. Now use apply question when you have some set of data, probably in matrix form. Then you want to find the mean of the column, or you want to find the mean of the row. So which means if you are finding the mean of the row, you use 1. If you are finding the mean of the column, you use 2. Let us look at it in this way now. So if we have these 3 variables. So let us try it with this one. Let us see if it will work with x. Let us try it. Apply bracket x comma. Let us use 2 comma me. It doesn't work. Because x is so. Let us now say apply x comma 1 comma me. No, it doesn't work because this thing is not. It say x must have a positive length. Because we is supposed our x now. You can see now. So because it's not in a matrix form. So it's not in matrix form. So now let us now. It's better we enter data in matrix form. Let's now enter data in matrix form. Let's see. We now have AB equal matrix, and our x is how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So matrix bracket C bracket 3 7 8 5 6 7 4 9. You can see that we are now having 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have 7 now. So we want the matrix to be 3 by 3, 3 by 3. You can see now. So I can say by row equal 3. I can say by row equal 3. So instead of using 3 by 3, how many opening bracket? 2. Let me press. So you can now see by AB is 3 by 3. So if I don't want to write 3 comma 3, I can say by row comma by row equal 3, or by column equal 3. So now let us now try to use apply, and let's see if it will work. Apply bracket AB comma 2 comma me. Can you see? It has already done it for us. So if it is it has done it and this is 10 plus 8, that is 18 divided by 3, that's 6. It has done it for us column wise. So if you want to do it row wise, just say apply bracket AB comma 1 comma me. Can you see? So that's done it row wise because it is in matrix form. So if it all depends, we can still do for apply. So like apply, if we have a group, maybe we have month now, maybe the month is 1 to 6 or 1 to year, and you have data, you want it to be done on a monthly basis. So we continue. Thank you very much for listening. So we continue in the next class.